settings, counter 2. One line set flush.
Copy that. Set Alpha 7, counterclockwise 2.
We are joining back in with our International Space Station crew as Dr. Mariana Marianelli and Bob Alexander are about halfway through their spacewalk.
Proceed as planned from Dock 5 with the old lithium-ion battery.
Proceeding as planned.
Is that? Yes, wonderful view of Alaska.
Must be a tad cold.
Tad cold up this way too, or too hot, thank you very much. But we can't feel it.
Glad to hear it. Temperature control is normal. Moisture wicking normal. Ready to proceed?
I have control of the battery.
You have control of the battery.
What is your next move? Can you get to the handrail?
I have the handrail. You still have control.
I have control.
Confirming, you have control.
I have control.
Hey, how was the store?
Not too busy.
Good.
Still watching the spacewalk?
Yep. What else is there to do? They'll be at it for hours still.
What are they doing now?
Disposing of some old batteries.
Oh, it reminds me, before I take off my mask, did you take the garbage out?
Don't I always?
Nope. Sometimes you forget.
It's Monday. I always throw it out on Monday.
No, you usually do it on Tuesday.
I did it today, so I thought it was Monday.
But I'm telling you, today is Tuesday.
Is it?
Isn't that what I just said?
So I didn't forget. I did it just right, like I meant to do.
Yep.
You always make me second guess myself.
I don't know. Out of habit, just like you do things like watching things on your computer.
Would you like to watch some of the spacewalk with me then?
In a minute, maybe, when I'm finished.
Suit yourself.
Oh, thank you for your permission. I will.
I almost think we'd be safer there than where we are now.
Walking in space?
Yeah. 240 miles above the Earth. They're getting ready to put in some new lithium-ion batteries. Precisely 17 turns with this really cool ratchet device. I wonder if I could get one.
Yeah, cool. For the next time you walk in space. Reminds me, when you went to Walgreens yesterday, did you get those AA's I asked you to get for the flashlight?
I don't know why we really need them.
Well, if the electricity goes out in the middle of the night and we have to go down the stairs and the emergency generator goes out.
We hardly ever go outside.
We might in an emergency.
This is an emergency. That's why we're staying inside. Anyway, you asked for toothpaste.
No, I didn't. Why? Did you get that instead?
No. Well, look at the bag on the counter. I said the bag on the counter.
I heard you. Batteries. AA's. Not lithium ion, but I guess they'll do.
Sorry, I forgot the toothpaste.
We already have that.
Then why did you ask me to get some?
I already told you I didn't.
So again, I did it right the first time, what you wanted me to do.
Yeah, so it seems. My fault. I conditioned you to assume you were wrong.
Yep. Like when I told you recycling wouldn't work here. Stuff piled up around the house everywhere. Why? Because there's no place to take it.
No, you just didn't want to take it to where there was a place. Anyway, maybe in our next place we could go totally green.
You're going to be in next place? We've lived here forever.
That's just what I mean. How about New Zealand?
Well, it looks more green, at least from outer space. You and I used to have trouble picking a place for lunch. How would we adjust to a whole new country like you want to do now?
Ours already feels like one. What are they doing now?
You know, you could just watch it yourself.
Why bother when you can just tell me?
Seeing them floating there, it's quite amazing.
It was more amazing when we were kids and the idea was to go to the moon. Right now they're just like circling round and round, like trying to find a parking space at Happy Foods.
You know, I hadn't really quite thought of it that way. At Happy Foods, though, we can't see the stars from above and below the same as the astronauts can. Once around the Earth, every 90 minutes, struck by that utter silence, hearing your own breath, beat of your heart, so completely alive.
Everyone on Earth, we're all just circling round, right? And where are we getting to?
To the end of the universe, and then whoop-ah, fall off.
So you're part of the Flat Universe Society now.
Maybe I just joined. Actually, the universe is most likely flat, unlike the Earth.
But what about all those people outside in the park? 3 floors down, right below our window? It's almost like they live in another universe from ours too, far away from everything.
Sure. Hiding in plain sight?
Yeah, but from what?
At the end of time.
Are you saying they don't know any better?
No, I'm saying that maybe they know something that we don't know. At least they're getting fresh air. You don't really get that in a space station, like those astronauts in a practice pod stuck in that thing for a year to see what it'd be like to travel all the way to Mars.
We are not in a space station or a Martian practice pod. And I sure as heck hope this doesn't last a year. I mean, just the 2 of us for all that time? You want to go out then?
No, I'd rather stay here with you. But it seems like you might want to be with someone else.
I never said that. I didn't. But it does almost feel like we are hiding out from them.
Who? The astronauts in space?
No, the people in the park. Like during the war, like we were stuck in a bunker underground or in a cramped attic, feeling hunted, haunted, and out a tiny window seeing other people go about their day as if nothing is wrong, as what is happening is only affecting us and not them.
It's not the same, you know. It's not the same at all. They're just living their lives.
I know, just taking their kids to the park to play. But they don't seem to be worried that they might be making things worse, endangering their children or even us.
You know, the people in this country, you know, we were already complicit, children in cages because their parents were trying to get them somewhere more safe and free.
Our government did that.
Well, that's what they must have said back then.
Yeah, I know. Could break one's heart. If one was paying any attention, yeah. So easy to say otherwise.
And yet the Earth is so beautiful from far away. Besides the fact that you can see Greenland melting into the sea, it's like watching a supernova. Quite lovely. Distance, you know?
And indifference. But still, maybe better to keep our feet planted firmly on the ground, far away from any, shooting stars and meteors or melting icebergs. What are they doing now?
The people outside are the ones in space.
The ones in space. Our neighbors, not that we even know any of them. I mean, when the fire alarm goes off, I feel like we're the only ones that go outside. And these days, I feel like we're the only ones staying inside.
Well, I'm sure there are plenty others. Just we don't see them, just like they don't see us. Wow. Is that Florida down there? The sun's just coming up.
Huh. Strange. Here it is almost dusk. Hey, remember when we took that trip to Key West and we watched the sunrise over the ocean?
Yeah, well, in 20 years, there might not even be a Key West.
Where will all the people go?
I don't know. Texas? Maybe Utah. They could watch the sunrise over the desert from there, I guess.
Most people in those places don't even believe in global warming.
Yeah, but they'll be surprised when they see all those old Jewish people filing into Salt Lake City.
Well, if they're Mormons, they can always convert them either before or after they die.
Not funny.
No, I guess it isn't.
Can you imagine Uncle Saul? What would he say?
He would laugh all the way to the bank.
Not funny either.
Well, a little Jewish humor. He never made any money his entire life. He was trying to be an artist.
Yeah, that's even worse.
You think?
And what he did have, he was always giving it away.
The fool.
No, a mensch. A good man with a kind heart.
A mensch with no money.
Well, Beggars can't be choosers.
Not funny either.
Well, I thought it was. You know, when we were kids, America was really something then. You know, I remember seeing that rocket take off to the moon.
You made it home on the news?
No. In Florida with my sister and her husband and their kids. We rented that cabin 90 miles from Cape Kennedy.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story. Must have been very exciting.
Yeah, it was. We went out on a pier, and you could see that rocket going up and up and up. Then,
a few days later, you watched the very first moonwalk on a tiny screen of a black and white TV. One small step, one giant leap.
hey, you know what? Whose story is this anyway? You know, that trip, more than summer camp itself, I almost didn't miss my parents, and I did not like to leave home.
So that's when it started.
Maybe so. Though they still sold that house after Dad died. When that trip was over, I half wish we could have stayed in Florida a little longer. You know what I really remember? The orange juice. I never had it fresh. It was so sweet, so delicious. Almost like the first time we kissed. Remember after a walk around the lake, it was so cold, I thought we'd get frozen stuck together.
We did.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. You would never let me.
I don't suppose you remember it's our anniversary either.
Is it? Really?
I knew it. I knew you would. I knew you would forget.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I didn't.
Didn't what?
Forget. Look in that other bag.
I don't see it.
The one under the desk, over there by the desk, under the books. Gosh.
Oh, it's a card. Oh, it's a nice card, but it has last year's date on it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, I forgot to give it last year, but this year I was extra careful.
Oh, that is so sweet, but I can still see right here where you changed the date.
Yeah, but it's such a beautiful card. Don't you like it?
Yeah, I do. All those cute little puppy dogs. Good thing I'm not allergic.
Not to the card.
Can I have it for last year too?
Sure. How about next year?
Don't push it.
Right.
You done watching that?
You want to watch it with me then?
Oh, right. I thought you would never ask.
Here, this is for this year too.
Oh, pal, really?
You didn't think I'd forget, did you?
Well, no. Well, maybe. Yeah,
It's I don't know. It's just a line drawing.
Is that you and me holding hands floating amidst the stars?
Who else would it be?
Well, they're stick figures, but they have nice smiles. I like them.
Good. You still like me then? No regrets?
What, about marrying you? Oh, I'm used to you by now. Must do it out of habit.
Really?
No, it was a deliberate act.
Well, you know, we can't control everything.
No. But we made this choice together, didn't we?
Well, I suppose we did.
You suppose?
Well, you know, people don't expect it when it happens. Love is kind of a free fall.
It doesn't make it an accident. We do our best to stay tethered.
To each other?
Yeah. Free fall. Falling in love. Don't forget to change the solar panels.
We live in an apartment. We don't have any.
I know. But if we did, I thought you should be reminded. So, we're good for a few more years of orbits at least?
We could always Ask Rushkins to help us.
No, I think they've done enough already. Thank you very much. Is that New Zealand?
Whoa. Yeah, I think so, yeah. See, they keep repeating each thing they're going to do before they do it, so they don't make any mistake.
We do that just to go downstairs for the mail or to the grocery store, getting suited up.
Yeah, but not for the same reasons.
Sometimes it is. I mean, if you say you want ketchup and I don't double check that's what you wanted, you might get upset.
Well, it's such a long distance to go out to the store.
Not outer space, just around the corner in the car. But love, takes a lot of deliberate acts, even if we don't think we're thinking about them at the time.
Deliberate acts. Can I have some ketchup?
What for? I just sat down.
I don't know. Never mind. I just had an urge to ask for that.
Uh-huh. People, they can love or they can hate.
Isn't there something in between?
Indifference, maybe? Like what we were saying before?
Yeah, but we can't love everyone, can we?
No, but indifference is almost worse than hate. Promise me, we will never get like that. Invisible to each other like some couples do.
I promise.
Good.
However, they say it's a lot easier to love people that we don't really know that well.
Are you saying it's harder to love me the longer you've known me?
No, I don't know. What I mean is that I have come to see you more clearly. And that I make choices. I choose to adore you. You, my sweetheart.
Finally, right answer. Oh, as for this country, we're going to have to learn to love people we don't like.
Well, you think that could ever happen?
Well, we got to the moon. We built a suit to walk in space. I mean, loving is not rocket science, so.
Oh, now look whose head's in the clouds.
There aren't any clouds in outer space, except stellar clouds. You should know that.
Wow. So you've decided there's still hope. Even if it takes just as long to get to Mars, it's still far away and just may take forever to get there.
As long as we're going together, almost forever is okay too. Happy anniversary, dear.
Yeah. Thanks. You too.
You just need to check that the electrical cable is clear.
Electrical cable is clear. Gap spanner is also clear.
Mariana, I don't know if I have enough leverage. Just a second. Yes,
I have control of the battery.
you have control of the battery. Now, moving my ret.
Confirming. Moving your ret.
You hear them talking about the RET. It is a retractable equipment tether used to hold them in place during the spacewalk. They reattach it from one rail to the next as they work their way around the station.
Ret attached and locked.
Copy, Bob. Attached and locked.
Now just need to install the last battery and we're done for today.
Copy that. Should be good for at least another year.